Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Lisa. Welcome to my channel. Now, today we're going to be doing a review comparison of the LA Colors I Love Makeup Contour Palette and the Profusion Contour Palette. So, if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and click that little bell next to it, because that way you get your notifications on when I upload. So let's get right into this. That way we're not having a long video, even though I like doing these. But okay, so let's go over the Profusion Contour Palette first. Now, it's a little dirty, but it has 3 brushes, a mirror, and there's 2 highlighters up here, and this is a bronzer. This would be considered a contour, and this one would be considered a contour. And these are all just matte colors here, but these 2 are highlighters. Now this one is a little more gold, and this one is a little more pearly color. Not real icy white, but pearly. And then you get 3 brushes, which is a angle brush, and then this is a small angle brush, and just like almost like a shading brush. Now the brushes themselves, they're pretty soft. They're nice and soft. I mean, they're cheap brushes. They'll lose their, got some odd ones sticking out. I like the brushes. Now, the Profusion Contour Palette was $10. I bought it some time ago. It comes in a padded, it's padded, kind of feels like a faux leather, it's not bad. I like the highlighters on it. And, but when I got to comparing it to the LA Colors one, the highlighter in these are a little more chunky. They have a little more sparkle, so that's not necessarily good if you have wrinkles. It has a tendency to accentuate any wrinkles and lines and things. So as you get older, you don't want that. Now on the LA Colors, when you swatch these swatch absolutely horrible. They swatch patchy, but for some reason when you go put them on, they blend nice and smoothly. I think I paid like $5, $6, $7 for this one. No brushes, no mirror, but it is by the LA Colors. It's called I Love Makeup Contour Palette. Now this one here is a highlighter. It's a little more pinky, but it's not as glittery. You can put it on where it looks like just a natural glow. You can build it up to where it's in your face. You can see it from the moon. Now, I don't do much for bronzing because everything seems to be a little too orangey. These are 2 bronzers down here, and they look a little bit too orangey on me. I do like this contour. Now for contouring, pretty much all I do is up here to give my forehead some dimension. I have cheekbones like crazy, so I don't necessarily have to contour. I might do a little bit here and on either side of my nose and underneath my lips. Now I have used these as actual eyeshadows for a natural look. They blend pretty good and they're highly pigmented on that. I have used this here to set my eyeshadow primer. It's half dozen another. If you get an opportunity, the brushes aren't bad. Are they worth $10 for all 3 brushes? Nah. If you consider just the 3 brushes and these 2 highlighters, I would say it's worth the $10. If you want that, pay them in your face kind of highlighter. But for blendability, the LA Colors does a much better job for blending, I feel. It doesn't stick, it blends nice. So, you know, it's worth it. Either one of them. For, you know, this one here for the brushes. Because if you consider 2 highlighters and 3 brushes, that's $2 a piece. You can't hardly buy a brush for $2 unless you're doing e.l.f. Which, they're as good as e.l.f. brushes. Highlighters, you get 2 highlighters. $2 for a highlighter, you can't beat that. And on these LA colors, yeah, I would say give it a try. Even though these 2 bronzers are just too orangey dark for me, but you know, I'm kind of a pale princess anyway, a little bit. So I'm gonna say yes to the Profusion contour for the, if you can get the one with the brushes and the 2 highlighters, and LA colors for the single highlighter and the contour. These powders are a much better quality than what's in the Profusion. So I want to thank you for joining me. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with a friend, and you have a wonderful day.